Good morning, good people. Today, I'm going to discuss why Bill Belichick will be fired by the end of next year. Okay? Now, you heard this first, and you heard it over here. But before I get into why I think that Bill Belichick is going to be fired, I want you guys to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. I also want you guys to subscribe to the 10% channel. I'll be on there with me, my homeboy, Uncle Ticket, giving giving our analysis on the stock market and on other things. So I want you guys to go to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. And I want you guys to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the 10%. Okay? The 10% money makers. That's what it's called. Okay? I want you guys to subscribe to both of those channels for me. I would greatly appreciate it. Now, to the city of Boston, I don't know what to say to you. At this point, right now, you guys are in a state of emergency right now. Okay? You really are. This is a must win game for you guys. I really don't even, I mean, it's a must win for everybody, top to bottom. You guys you guys got to win this game. Okay? You really do. Mac Jones, your career is on the line right now. If you throw up another dud like you did last week, okay, you going to be Jarrett Stidham. Okay? You just going to be another motherfucker that then came and went in a Patriots uniform. Okay? You bet not lose no 34-3 this week. You bet not. You can't afford to throw no dud this week. You done already threw 3 duds in my book. Okay? I fuck that Jets game. Okay? Yeah, you won that, but at the end of the day, you still threw up a lightweight dud on that. Okay? So I'm not impressed in none of these games. You got to show up right here, right fucking now for the Patriots. You know, all these people done sat there and boosted you up and said that, hey, Mac Jones is the next thing. He gonna be rookie of the year. Okay, well, you gonna show that motherfucker right now. Okay? And I mean right now. Bill Belichick, his legacy is severely on the line right now. He can't afford to lose no 34-3 this weekend. Can't afford it. Okay? You cannot afford for Tom Brady to come in there and beat you 34-3. You're going to put up a hell of a fight. You got to win this game. Your legacy's at stake. Okay? The legacy is at stake. Because if you lose 34-3, then the whole narrative is going to change to saying that, damn, Bill Belichick is back to his old ways like he was in Cleveland. He wasn't shit in Cleveland, so he ain't shit now. But for 20 years he was the golden child. Okay, he was the golden child for 20 years, and why was he the golden child? Because Tom Brady was his quarterback. Okay, Bill Belichick's legacy is on the line this week. This game is a must-win game. He got to win this game more than any other game. Okay, that he's ever coached. Bottom line, you can't afford it. Okay, you can't afford to be 1-3. Tom Brady comes into Boston and he's Tom Brady, and you guys are 1-3, and Tom Brady is 3-1, and he's already got a Super Bowl. So Tom Brady don't have to do shit no more. He ain't got to prove nothing. He already proved that he can win a Super Bowl without Belichick. He already proved that. Tom Brady is playing with house money right now. Okay, for real. That's real talk, man. Tom Brady playing with house money. He don't have to do nothing ever for the rest of his career. He's already showed you that he can win a Super Bowl without Bill Belichick. Okay? And I don't want to hear that it's easy for him to win a Super Bowl. He got an All-Star team. That is true. He does have an All-Star team. That is so true. But he brought in Gronkowski and he brought in Antonio Brown, and at the end of the day, he still chose to go to Tampa Bay. He could have chose to go anywhere in the NFL, but he chose to go to Tampa Bay. So at the end of the day, that is Tom Brady's team. Okay, so he chose that team. He could have went to San Francisco, or he could have went to the Raiders or anywhere else. He went to say, I'm going to play with Mike Evans, and I'm going to play with Chris Godwin, and I'm going to bring Gronkowski and Antonio Brown down here. And I'm going to play with Bruce Arians. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. And at the end of the day, Tom Brady was successful. He won a Super Bowl. Bill Belichick, at the same time, didn't go to the playoffs. They were okay. I'm not going to say last year, I'm not going to say it was a bad season for them. But they had Cam Newton last year. Cam Newton covered him up. They had Cam Newton won 7 games last year for them. Okay? Bill Belichick doesn't have that luxury right now. And that's his fault. Okay? That's his fault. And the organization. Because I don't believe it was just Bill Belichick making that decision. I believe Robert Kraft and all the people that's involved with the money in New England was the reason why they decided to go with Mac Jones over Cam Newton. Okay, this was more of a money play than a football decision, which is still retarded to me because at the end of the day, it's all about your product. If your product is no good, then you ain't gonna make no money. You can have the prototypical quarterback all you want, but if that prototypical quarterback ain't winning no games, your product is trash. Okay, bottom line. Now you stuck with Mac Jones, and Mac Jones might be a bust. He's on the verge of being a bust, and this is Belichick's fault. At the end of the day, it's gonna go down as Belichick's fault because he signed off on it. Okay, he signed off on Mac Jones, so that's his decision. But if this thing don't go right, okay, which I believe it won't go right. Okay, my personal opinion, I don't think this is gonna go. This is not gonna go well. Bill Belichick is gonna be gone after next year. Okay, he's gonna be gone. Okay, they're not gonna have this. If Tom Brady forget winning the Super Bowl, if Tom Brady even gets to the Super Bowl but loses, okay, if he gets to the Super Bowl and loses, or even if he gets to the NFC Championship, if he gets to the NFC Championship and loses, doesn't get to the Super Bowl, or if he loses the Super Bowl, it doesn't do anything to Tom Brady. That does nothing. He's 45 years old. Okay, a 45-year-old man ain't supposed to be, you know, a top tier quarterback in the NFL. I know he's getting a little bit of help, but at the end of the day, he's still 45 years old. Okay, so if he gets to the NFC Championship and loses, nobody's gonna give a shit that Tom Brady lost in the NFC Championship. His legacy is still intact. He won a Super Bowl. But if Bill Belichick doesn't get to the playoffs, which I don't think they're going to the playoffs, they're not going to the playoffs. He's gonna be gone after next year. Okay, he's gonna be gone. He's not gonna get fired. Robert Kraft will have a little bit of respect for him and tell him, "Hey, we're gonna need you to resign. Okay, we're gonna need you to resign." Okay. Now, once they fire him, once he's gone, Josh McDaniels is gonna be the coach. Okay, he's gonna be the guy to take over. I know he's the heir apparent to Bill Belichick. Okay, it showed when he sat there and rescinded his job from the Indianapolis Colts years ago. He was supposed to be the Indianapolis Colts coach, and then out of the blue, McDaniels pulls out and goes back to being offensive coordinator. Okay, a side deal was cut that day. Okay, side deal was cut that day and told him that, hey, you gonna be the heir apparent to Bill Belichick. You gonna take over. Josh McDaniels is gonna be the next coach of the New England Patriots, and Bill Belichick knows it. To be honest with you, in my personal opinion, McDaniels doesn't have any faith in Bill Belichick regarding offense. I don't think Bill Belichick has a clue on what offensive players to choose. Okay, his track record speaks for itself. You can only really bring 3 players, which is Julian Edelman, um, Tom Brady, and Rob Gronkowski as far as offense is concerned. Those are only three major standouts that he's had in a 20-year career in New England that he's drafted. Okay, it's Julian Edelman, Tom Brady, and Rob Gronkowski. He's been around for 20 years, and that's all you got is three. That's all you got is three players that stand out offensively. That's horrible. Okay, Bill Belichick doesn't have a clue about offense. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He's shopping the groceries. He's picking all the players. Okay, first of all, you got people like Gunnar Olszewski as your punt returner. Gunnar Olszewski, to be honest with you, that guy hasn't returned a punt return for a touchdown the whole time he's been there. I don't recall him scoring a touchdown on a punt return. Okay, I don't remember. If he has, please tell me when. He ain't never returned no motherfucking kickoff for no punt return or no kickoff return. Okay, he ain't did none of that, and he's still out there returning punts, returning kicks. This is retarded. Okay, Bill Belichick is retarded. Gunnar Olszewski ain't even made no noise being a receiver. He ain't did nothing, and he's still there. Y'all tripping. Bill Belichick don't have a clue on offense. And I bet you McDaniels is probably looking at Bill Belichick right now saying that this motherfucker retarded. Okay? McDaniels might not even wanted to draft Mac Jones. He might have been okay with Cam, and I could prove that. When he was in the Denver Broncos, when he was coach for the Denver Broncos, who did he draft? He drafted Tim Tebow, right? That Tim Tebow and Mac Jones are polar opposites as far as the quarterback is concerned. I think if it was up to McDaniels, Cam would still be there. It wouldn't. I don't know if he would have drafted Mac Jones. I don't think he would have, unless it came from up top. Unless Robert Kraft said, "Hey, we need you to draft Mac Jones." And if that's the case, New England is gonna be fucked because if you sitting out there making plays like that in the future, for the future, long term, New England Patriots gonna be trash. And from the looks of it, they already are. Tom Brady left them motherfuckers high and dry. Because he's sitting there looking at these motherfuckers like these motherfuckers retarded. These motherfuckers ain't gonna never give me a star receiver. Ain't never gonna give me that. I understand that I could win without a star receiver, but who says I want to win without a star receiver? What's wrong with having some star receivers on the outside to make me look good? What's wrong with that? What did he do when he left New England? When he left New England, he went to a place that had star receivers. Okay? What the fuck is going on here? Okay? Bill Belichick is retarded when it comes to drafting offensive players, and McDaniels is gonna cut a side deal on Belichick one day and go to Robert Kraft and tell him like, "Hey, your offense is trash. You got a good defense, okay, but we can't keep drafting these bums that we've been getting." McDaniels' track record with drafting offensive players hasn't been that bad, okay. In Denver, he had Eric Decker. That was a pretty good receiver. Then he had Demaryius Thomas. He drafted him. He drafted Noshawn Marino. Okay, He drafted good players, better than what New England has drafted. To be honest with you, as far as receivers is concerned, definitely. Okay, he drafted better receivers. And I'm telling you right here, right now, McDaniels is gonna cut a side deal on Bill Belichick one day. It's gonna be next year. And and Robert Kraft is gonna say we got to get this offense together. Our offense is trash. Our defense is good, but our offense right now is trash. And Bill Belichick ain't gonna do it. Why? Because he's too old. He's still stuck in the 2000s. We in 2020 now. When he's 20 years behind now, especially with drafting Mac Jones and thinking that you're gonna recreate Tom Brady. Tom Brady don't even want to be Tom Brady no more. He left New England. He left New England and said, I need some stars, man. Fuck this shit. I'm 45 years old. Y'all motherfuckers ain't never gonna give me no motherfucking stars receiver over here. Y'all gonna keep leaving me with these old bum receivers. These bum receivers that ain't got no speed on the outside. These guys ain't got no playmaking ability. These guys don't have a clue on what to draft and what to look for. Bill Belichick don't. He don't give a shit about receivers, as you can tell. He don't care. All he cares about is defense. That's all that motherfucker care about. Okay, but at the end of the day, they ain't got no offense, man. And in the NFL, you got to score. If you can't score in the NFL, you ain't gonna win. You can't win putting up 19 points a game. Not against the good teams, you not. You want to put up some points. Kansas City puts up points. Green Bay puts up points. Okay, Dallas Cowboys puts up points. Cleveland Browns, even though I'm not a fan of Baker Mayfield, but even they still put up points with Baker Mayfield. Okay, they put up points. You have to be able to score. San Diego, they put up points. Seattle puts up points. I mean, you can't go in the NFL and not be able to put up at least 35 points in a game. I'm not saying you got to average that every game, but you have to have the ability to put up 35 points in a game. And New England ain't none of that. Mac Jones ain't putting up no 35 points in no motherfucking game. You crazy if you think that. That's not gonna happen. Okay? Bill Belichick gonna have to get up out of there, man, because he's too old right now. Okay? And he not see, if you would have kept Cam, it would have proved that you can teach an old dog new tricks. But when he sat there and went back with Mac Jones, that just shows you can't teach an old dog new tricks. See, Bill Belichick's 70 years old. Okay, and time has passed him by. The Patriot way don't work. Tom Brady was the Patriot way. Okay, it was okay for Tom Brady to have the Patriot way with Tom Brady as the quarterback because Tom Brady is kind of cool. He's in the in crowd. You'll see him at certain things. It was cool to be a Patriot. Okay, but now that he's gone, it ain't cool to be a Patriot no more. Nobody gives a fuck about the Patriot way. Fuck the Patriot way. Okay, because the Patriot way, at the end of the day, you get screwed. Okay, that's the Patriot way. The Patriot way is screwing motherfuckers over. Okay, they screwed over Cam. They screwed over Antonio Brown. They screwed over Tom Brady. I mean, technically, I mean, yeah, he did go to 10 Super Bowls, but shit, he had to work for them motherfuckers. Okay, he might would have had 100,000 yards by now if he would have had some receivers his whole career. He only had Randy Moss and Gronkowski that were dominant receivers, and that was for like maybe 10 years of his career, half his career. Okay, Tom Brady wants to have 100,000 yards passing. He wants to reach that. That's probably his goal is to get 100,000 yards passing. He's got 80,000, and you think he would ever get close to 100,000 being in New England with that trash that he got? Nah, he don't want to do that. He want to play with some. He want to play with an all-star team for once, like everybody else, like all other people in sports, like LeBron. LeBron play with an all-star team. Okay, Kobe play with an all-star team. Okay, it's all the Kevin Durant play with all-star teams. People want to play with all-star teams just see where how they would look with that all-star team, and he would never do that in New England. Bill Belichick want to win some old boring ass way, and he want to win his way. Okay, well now you got it, Bill, and this shit ain't gonna work. You back to being average now. Okay, you had this whole facade that you was the Don. You know what I'm saying? And now that your main guy is gone, and you didn't replace him right, okay, because you could have gotten somebody. Okay, now you back to being average. You being average, and that's why you gonna get fired next year, after next year, because you're going to have a bad year this year, and then next year, you're going to have another bad year, because bottom line, don't nobody give a fuck about the Patriot way. Ain't nobody going to come there for the low no more. Tom Brady ain't there no more. Okay, so ain't no star player going to come to New England for the low, especially after the way you got rid of Cam. Cam came there for the low and did your motherfucking ass a favor last year. Made you look relevant still. Kept you relevant. You were 7-9 with him. And that was pretty decent for a team to lose their franchise quarterback to go 7-9. Okay? Now you screwed Cam over, and now look at you. Your motherfucking ass about to be fired after next year, nigga. Guaranteed. You getting fired. And Josh McDaniels gonna backdoor your motherfucking ass. He gonna tell Robert Kraft that you done lost your motherfucking step. Guaranteed. McDaniels about to cut you, about to put the knife in you real slow. Okay, because he want the job now. He believe he could do better than you, and there's a possibility that he could do better than you because you don't have a fucking clue on offense at all. Okay, you don't have a clue on offense. Okay, this is true, guys, and how you know this is true? Where's all the money at on the New England Patriots? Isn't the majority of the money on defense? I bet you I'm willing to bet that the highest paid players on that team is defense. I'm willing to bet that. There ain't no star receiver on there getting no big money. Ain't no star running back getting no big money. Okay? Mac Jones is on a rookie contract. The majority of the money, of the major money, is either on the offensive line or and definitely on the defense. Okay? That's fact. Okay? That's fact. Bill Belichick don't give a fuck about offense. Okay? And McDaniels is gonna tell Robert Kraft, hey man, look, I know Belichick's a defensive guy, but we gotta be able to score points in the NFL, dog. He said we can get another defensive coordinator to come in here and keep this shit afloat. He said, but what we can't do is survive on solely just defense. We got to put some points up, and you give me the head coaching job, and let me get the groceries. I'm gonna bring in the receivers that we need. I'm gonna bring in the players that we need to succeed. Okay, and that includes Mac Jones. Hey, if I gotta replace Mac Jones, motherfucker, I will, cause Mac ain't gonna make it. He's not gonna make it, bro. To be honest with you, he really ain't gonna make it. He taking too many hits already. I told y'all he was gonna be taking hits. That boy got hit 11 times last week. Straight up, 11 times he got hit last week. I'm in the NFL. These motherfuckers running fast. Okay, they big and they fast now. Okay, these guys is fast and they hitting hard. Okay, he's not, and his body ain't built like Cam. See, Cam is a tank. Cam big as a defensive lineman is damn self. So he could take more punishment than Mac Jones. Mac Jones is he a little scrawny if you ask me. He ain't big enough to me. You know what I'm saying? He need to get into the weight room and start looking like Cam Newton out this motherfucker. Okay, bottom line. Okay, he ain't got no arm like that either. Okay, the arm ain't hitting on nothing. Okay, they might have to replace Mac Jones and get a better quarterback, man. McDaniels might do that. That ain't his guy. And by the time McDaniels get the job, people gonna be done with Mac Jones anyway. He gonna be an afterthought. Okay, that motherfucker ain't gonna be nothing. Okay, he ain't. And y'all, you motherfuckers sitting out there praising Mac Jones in the preseason. I wonder where you bitches is at now. Yeah, you still praising Mac Jones? You still think that motherfucker gonna lead y'all to the promised land? Nigga, he ain't leading you to the motherfucking promised land. You forget that shit. That's not gonna happen. Okay? It's not gonna happen, bruh. Y'all better start looking for a new quarterback, because he ain't it. Okay? City of Boston, you bitches still get what you deserve. Okay? You really do. This is what you bitches get. And I hope Tom Brady march in that motherfucker. I think it's gonna be a tough game, but I kind of want Tom Brady to march in that motherfucker and beat the shit out of y'all 42-3. That's what I really want. I don't think it's gonna happen. I still think that it's still gonna be a close game because I still like the defense for the Patriots. Okay, I like the defense is good. Okay, they not trash. They really not. The defense is playing lights out right now. To be honest with you, I will say that about the Patriots. Okay, the defense ain't the problem. It's that offense, and it's that quarterback. Quarterback's the problem. Mac Jones is the problem. Bill Belichick is the motherfucking problem. City of Boston is most certainly the motherfucking problem. Okay? Bill Belichick gonna be gone after next year, nigga. Guaranteed. He gone. Robert Kraft down there need to go to the motherfucking rest home right now. Okay? Because he retarded too. Do you think that he going to replace Tom Brady with another Tom Brady? Nigga, you crazy. Okay? Stop doing that. If you want something different, you want to look something. If you want something different, you got to do something different. Okay? Go get you a quarterback that can scramble, that can get out the motherfucking pocket, that can throw the ball down the field. You know, these Aaron Rodgers, that motherfucker be whipping that motherfucking ball all the way down the field, man. He go from one side and throw it to the right side. He go to the left and throw it to the right and go to the right and throw it left. Man, he be whipping that ball. Same thing with Patrick Mahomes and Russell Wilson. Man, them dudes be and Dak Prescott. Man, them dudes be whipping that ball all over the field. Man, Mac Jones ain't doing none of that. They ain't got no quarterback that can do that. Cut it out. Cut that bullshit out. Bill Belichick, you done. You fucked up. Okay? You really did fuck up right now. And you starting to show your true colors again. The Patriot way is over with, nigga. It's over with. It's done. Okay? Fuck the Patriot way. Patriot way is boring anyway. Fuck Boston. Y'all motherfuckers get y'all shit together. It's King Marco the Third, all one word, signing out this motherfucker. We out.